My name is Logan Thackeray. I'm human, a citizen of the nation of Kryta. I defend Divinity's Reach.
"250 years have passed since Guild Wars 1, and in those 250 years, some very powerful creatures called the Elder Dragons have awakened in the world. And much like hurricanes, these Elder Dragons are not interested in the life around them, they're not interested in sentient races, they're only interested in feeding their own desires, in taking over the world in their own ways and destroying it utterly like a plague of locusts. And the various races who have evolved in the world, the Char, the humans, the Norn, the Asura, etc., are struggling against these dragons that have come to destroy their way of life and everything that exists. And in so doing, they have to begin to work together because no one race, no one group of people is powerful enough to take on the challenge of the dragons and defeat them.
100 years ago, the drowned empire of Or rose from the sea at a dragon's command. A dragon whose name is written in the legends of the dwarves. A dragon known as Zaitan. His soulless army surged from the waters, hungry for destruction.
You are a member of one of these 5 races. You are a hero. You are someone who has stepped up from the bickering within your race to say, we have to work together, we have to work with the other races, and eventually you are a leader in the fight against the dragons at the end of the game.
Heroes come together in glory, discovering new magic, new technology that will save our world.
There are a couple of different ways. You have your own personal story, which is largely but not entirely instanced, where you, when you made your character, answered questions about your character in the game, what his history was, what type of people he came from, whether they were rich or poor, what his ambitions were. Your personal story will take you through small stories based on your answers to those questions that are very specific to how you want to play your character. So if you said, I came from a poor family and one of my ambitions is to be wealthy, you might have a storyline where your character has the opportunity to gain an amount of wealth in the story and to find a way to present that character as if he has achieved his ambitions. Those personal stories lead up to the battle against the dragon. And outside of your personal story, you have the world, where the dragon is actively affecting it in event chains, where the centaurs are attacking the village and you can drive them off, and your character can save the people of that village and give them a better chance for life. So you've got the wide story of the world that you're interacting with, and you've got the very personalized story of your character in that world. Some of the races naturally work pretty well together, the Norn and the Char. The Norn are Viking-like, they're very honorable, but they're warriors at the heart and they're hunters. The Char are legionnaires, Romans, armies, militaries, but they have that same warrior spirit. So these two races have a certain natural affinity. Then you've got races like the Char and the humans who have warred with each other for hundreds of years over the same area of land and have this vast enmity, and something has to be done to bring them together, and that's where you come in. You're the one that shows them that they can't do it alone. You're the one that helps broker a peace between the races or encourage them to see that they just can't survive without helping each other, and that's what makes you a hero. Well, there's the city of Lion's Arch, which is in Guild Wars 1 and is still a very important city in Guild Wars 2, and it's the only city in the world where all 5 races truly live in peace together. And one of the things that you will do when you go to Lion's Arch is you'll start interacting with the other races and finding out what their problems are. Like, you'll discover that the Norn were driven south by a dragon that awakened to the far north, and so your human character can start getting involved in their story and can start finding out what they find is most important and bringing them in that way.
Ignorant clods. I am Zoja, member in good standing of the College of Synergetics. I'm from Ratasum.
I am really looking forward to this game. The amount of support we've had from the community and the amount of excitement when we all call it at the office and we get to play parts of it. For days we do nothing but just be so excited about how well it's turning out and how much new things we're giving to the MMO community, and we're bringing in the players' ideas and we're bringing in new ideas that will completely reshape how these games are played. and I am just thrilled to be able to present it to you guys.
In a time of uncertain allies
and dangerous enemies,
Tyria needs heroes.
It is time to forge new legends.
it is time to fight. What is your story?
Follow Gamerspawn on Twitter, and don't forget to visit our Facebook page.